Hey guys, if you want to know how I got this look, stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. We're just going to jump right into this voiceover. This is my first one, so bear with me and also let me know how I did in the comment section below. Right now we're starting off with the Fenty primer. Y'all know that I love me some Fenty, so of course why not start off with the best to have a flawless look. And I'm just positioning that as I want my eyeshadow to be on my eye. So I'm making the shape that I want for my eyeshadow to be on, if that makes sense what I'm saying. Looks like I got a little bit on my eyelash. I hope that I corrected that. But yeah, I did kind of dab it away. I'm going over to the left eye and doing the exact same thing that I did to the right. And we're just trying to sculpt it to get that nice shape that I want for my eyeshadow to be. I want it to be nice and sculpted. Yes, girl, dab those eyelashes. All right, next we're going to dip into my Urban Vibes palette. Look at the colors, baby. Look at the colors. We're dipping into that red. And let me just tell you guys that red, she is one that does not come to play. You only dab her a little bit because she can either make your look or break your look. So only take a little bit when you're working with her. Now we're dipping in that orange and we're trying to do an ombre effect. So we're definitely doing some blending. Blend, blend, blend your life away. Okay, so we're blending, 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 and now I'm moving into the MAC paint pot, and that is in soft ochre. And I use this to kind of cut my crease, but most importantly, for a very bright color, I want to get the most pigmentation out of. That is what I use that for. It definitely holds the color. It does a really good job with doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm going into the brightest color in the entire palette, which is the yellow, and boom, there she goes. Look at that pigmentation, guys. You cannot tell me that that yellow did not come through for your girl. She came through. So we're applying that and we're blending, blending, doing an ombre effect with the yellow into the orange. The most important thing to know is to blend, 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 blend like your life depends on it. Now we're going into that Wet n Wild gold that you just see me show, and we're going to put that in the tear ducts. I think that's what that's called, but we just going to say the corners for now. Now I'm going to use my Fenty Fly Liner because that is the best liquid eyeliner that works for me because I am a beginner when it comes to putting liquid eyeliner on and I want it to look its best, and this is what works for me, this Fenty Fly Liner. And I know y'all are probably saying Fenty, 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 whatever, but I kid you not, that's what works for me. Now I'm going into my lashes, and they are called Makita. Makita, she looks very bold in the package, but she definitely can finish your look out really cute. I'm applying those the way that I learned how to apply them through watching a YouTube tutorial that really helped me out. If you guys need help with applying lashes, I could give you that link as well. Just hit me up and let me know that you need it. But I'm applying them the way that I learned through the video. And your girl is using her fingers, so I think I did pretty good. Next, I'm putting on my foundation. Well, I'm starting to. So I'm priming my face with the Fenty Face Primer. And we're moving on into the foundation. I'm putting that all over my face. I only use 2 pumps, 1 pump for each side. And I did it different this time. Normally I put my foundation on, then I do my eyeshadow, but I wanted to see the difference. And I think I kind of like doing my eyeshadow first and then doing the foundation. Now I dip that sponge into water and I'm just kind of dabbing it all over my face to kind of mash it into the skin to make the foundation more skin-like. to make sure it's all settled into the skin like I like it. And then next we're going into the Fenty concealer. I find that using a brush instead of the sponge works better for me with my eyes watering, and I kind of take that all the way to the end of the eye and then bring it down to the corners of your nose a little bit, not the corners, but like a little bit before the corners. It kind of gets rid of those bags if you have them. It kind of gives the illusion that they're not there when you bring it down like that, which is why I do that. Right at the top of my forehead, I have a spot that I've been trying to wait until it fades away, but it's been giving me trouble, so I have to conceal that. And around my mouth areas, I'm concealing that as well, and my chin. Now I'm going back into that sponge, dipping it in water and dabbing that on top of the concealer that I just placed onto my face. And yeah, your girl's face is looking flawless, if I must say so myself. Um, so I'm just continuing to dab it, and then I'm going to go into my contour. And if you did not see that, that is in the shade Espresso by Fenty, of course. And I'm just taking that along my face line and using my Sephora brush, because Fenty brushes is too high. I'm sorry. I love Fenty to death, but your girl is not going to spend that much on a freaking brush. I mean, at some point, you got to just, I had to cut her off. So, no, I'm not buying no brushes. Now, unless you do a sale, I'll get the brushes, but the Sephora brushes are really, really good. These are the first face brush set that I bought, and they do magnificent. I've bought face brushes before, but, you know, they were kind of like single. You buy them singly. Next, I'm going into the highlight, which is in Cinnamon, which is by Fenty. And I got those in the Trio Duo set. So it came with the concealer, the highlight, and the contour. Now I'm going to set my face with my Fenty setting powder in the shade Nutmeg. Um, I'm just going to go over on the places that I highlighted. With this foundation and concealer, I don't need that much setting powder. Unless I do it the other way first. If I do concealer first, then foundation, then I do need to set. But when I do foundation, then concealer, I don't have to set that much. Just a little bit goes a long way. I'm lining my lips with Wet n Wild lip liner. And then I'm going to add a little blush by Wet n Wild, just to give my face a little splash of color in the cheek area. It kind of has a highlight to it as well. And next I am just going to blend that on out. Now I'm going to add my lip glaze. It's a matte lip glaze, and it's in the shade Bad Bitch, and you should definitely check her out. Okay, so this look was inspired by Lala. If you haven't checked out her video, it was a live. Make sure you go check it out. I'll link it below in the description box, and I'll also leave her channel in the eye. But she used these same colors and this lippy. The only thing different was we used different foundation probably, and we definitely used different lashes. She used Lash Style Nefertiti, and I used Lash Style Makita. But just let me know what you think below in the comment section. I think it turned out really good. The colors really surprised me. These are 3 colors out of the Urban Vibez palette that I have not used. This is actually my first time using Bad B matte lippy, and I really like it. Actually, it's my second time. The first time I used it, I applied too much, and this time I kind of did the 1 layer, and it turned out really good. So if you haven't purchased your Urban Vibez Volume 1 palette or liquid or lashes, the link to the website will also be in the description box below. You can use any of the 4 Urban Beauties codes. I will also link those below as well, and I will link all of their channels in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.